So I need to make, like, at least 15 cryo per day. Again, skeleton ring of the station fills your mind. I was going to also say, like, oh, maybe I'll do this, like, an episode per cycle, and, probably not. I would assume that this is probably episode 2. And episode 1 is probably going to be kind of long. But, I don't know, we'll see. Like stars reflected in the winter lake, it is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. I actually do kind of wonder, because this is a very text-heavy game. And I'm not going to say that text-heavy games are easy to make or anything. Definitely not. But, I'm kind of wondering, because this could be... Because the only thing limiting the developers' ability to make this a long game is just their ability to come up with a thing and how much stuff they can... But I mean, I guess that's the case for everything. I mean to say that... I don't know. I don't know how long of a game this is, and I am excited to find out. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There's so many layers, so many loops possible to parse, but you begin to try. More threads than you can count. But what is the thread count? You choose one that passes nearby and approach it as you inspect to understand. Chose the word thread. When you first saw them, they are not a single line, but rough, fuzzy things woven from data strings of all kinds. Threads and nodes, passages and puzzles. Passages and puzzle boxes. Oh my god, this is so much reading. If I was reading this just by myself here, then it would be a different story. Okay, because I'm pretty sure, and I am going to read this in my head, because, yeah. So I would assume that this is like me, literally, when I'm going to sleep, it is me exploring my robo body. Yeah. But then an insistent tugging again, pulling at you. Tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, tasting you. Open your eyes, time is short. What did I... Oh, hunted. Someone out there is tracking you, following your trail, and won't be long before they arrive. So wait, what do I do to get 5 energy? Something has changed inside you. Now access the data cloud of the Eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data, but be careful, these networks are old and strange. Click the I button at the top of the screen to toggle this view on and off. I am going to... Oh geez, Shift Tab doesn't actually, like, track stuff, lovely. Going to be right back. Okay. Alright, I am back. I cannot help myself. I need soda. So I'm thinking... I'm curious how, if this could be a very short game. This could be a very short game that, has a lot of replayability. I feel like in this moment, right now, there's a lot that could happen. The real question, so the main thing is, right, I want to keep ahead of this, and I'm guessing, because let me check this, right? I'm not 100% sure if this is going to be an 8-segment thing, and let's check this, right? That is 8 segments. And this is 4. Okay, so yes, it is different. So we can try and calculate a few things. Not that I'm necessarily going to do that, I'm going to feel my way through this. Also don't know, like, I don't know how to do this, because maybe there's one reason or another that I don't have 5. Maybe it is dependent on condition. I think it absolutely said in the tutorial, but right now, like, the thing, because the energy bar is segmented, that is what I would think. But I don't know. I do want to... do this, but it is a lower priority. I mean, that's a 75% chance of being okay, of not being a failure. That's also a 75% chance of not being a failure. And this is 50% chance of not being amazing. And I think when you put it in that perspective, I think this is probably a better way to do it. Minus energy, that is okay. I guess we'll see. So I would assume... Hopefully the food just... No, the food gives you 3 energy, I think. We'll see. But again, our bud here, higher priority. And I want to keep ahead of this. And I think this... While it might not necessarily be back in business Okay, cool. Hell yeah. And yeah, so it's tomorrow that she can get me the thing. What other things do I have? Get to know Emphis, repay Dragos. Also, what else do we have, right? Things that do have connections. Data actions allow you to extract data from the network of the eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them, you must match your dice to the one displayed. Oh, okay. If you have a +1 or +2 modifier in the interface skill, you'll be given more possible dice to match. Okay. So, I might not want to use a 2 for anything else. I might not want to risk anything, so that's where... So that can actually be good in this case here. And the different icons don't look like they actually mean anything. Okay, so it's dice or these ciphers. Sorry, I'm just thinking of Cyberpunk and how I want to play, and or Cyberpunk Red and how I want to make a game, and how exactly I want to. Because actually, I don't know. There's a lot I want to do. But I kind of, well, I don't know. I think my intention might be to make it more of a cyberpunk adventure, which is one thing, but I think, like, I don't know, having just a giant sort of mystery, or not necessarily mystery, but having a bunch of things be interesting. Having a bunch of, like, little things to discover and such. Definitely a thing. I will try. I will look at this and try. Is it just a straight trusted trader? Cool. Yeah, no, that's definitely good. Engineer might pay off for itself, hopefully. Okay, so am I gonna have 2 dice or 3 dice? No. Okay, so it's definitely faded then. It's definitely the condition that's the important part. What? I would assume that the data is. As you close, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait up! Turn. Haven System Engineer. Fang is coming down the corridor. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? You do now. Puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just want to chat. Staying in that thing? Rough. Can be hard to get a start on the eye. Looks down the passage. What was it old Erlen said? The eye opens for us all. Nice idea, but well, not always very practical. Glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. We? Havenage. We're all one dysfunctional family. Fang puts an arm around you. I'm not part of the security branch, though. Don't worry. I'm with systems. Havenage? Think of us as an administrative association for the Eye. Depending on who you talk to, we either emerge as a response to or a continuation of Andre Erlen's original union. He smiles. Personally, I avoid the topic. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I've been seeing some unusual network activity, and, well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a small proposition for you. He glances around, but this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare, then, when you're settled, stop by. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. Stay clean, sleeper. Okay. Alright, so... let's see, here's the thing. Ooh, no, I totally could... I could 100%... doesn't really make sense to do a +1 here... if I can help it. I think. I think I'm pretty good on this, though. Oh, we actually have, got it ahead. Okay, cool. Rev into a buzz of activity. It's a little weird that, like, you can't, I don't know, like, change that around or something. Flashing across vast dark shapes suspended below the dome. Flicker across scorched tall plates and bent structures, spilling the holes. Twisted shapes, cutters huge when torn apart and violent. She's a beauty, isn't she? Drago stands on the side, focused on the hulking ship as it's lowered, and he is. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. Ship descends slowly, interior visible through multiple hull breaches. Struggled to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened? What do you mean? What do you mean? Glance to you. I managed to convince our Salvador friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. No, what happened to ship? Not my concern. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. Very nice. If you arrived in similar fashion, looking inside that container, the wreck of the SN ARP freighter lowered into the... like a corpse ready to be butchered? If you arrived in a similar fashion. Or is the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into the strange station? You shudder. Perhaps if you could learn something about that ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to the station. After these past cycles, I think we are up to it. What do you think? Let's do it. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make a start. Real beauty. One last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting. Slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage of time. So... paid off. Clear the debt and return a favor. Characters and upgrades. Very nice. You've completed your first drive. Oh! Completing the drive gives you... advancements. I'm thinking this game is going to be long. I hope it's like at least 40 hours, but that's... I don't know, that would be very nice. I could see myself enjoying 40 hours of this. My throat will not enjoy 30 hours of this, but Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on access your character. Yeah. So let me look at this. Seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard. Not sure he's going to hold his nerve much longer. Ah, I see. Ah, that's a tough one then. This is a thing where I definitely, like, I gotta make a choice, and I don't know what choice I want to make. See, that would be nice, except, except who freaking knows? Dice actions display potential positive and negative outcomes. Ooh. That's nice. Engineer seems like it would be very, very, very nice. That is a tough one. Having the +1 to Intuit also would be good for this, but I think Intuit is also seems pretty like a pretty strong skill right now. But on the other hand, just getting rid of that -1 might be nice. I think it's really between Intuit and that. Especially because... it's a tough one, but I think the thing is I think I'm gonna hit a little bit of a spurt here with getting drives. So for right now, I'm gonna go with this. Oh, this is okay. All right. 2 upgrade. Oh no. Okay, I see. Now I thought that was like 1 stage, 2 stage, 3 stage, but no, it is this. These cost 1, these cost 2, and these cost 3. In which case, I definitely want to save up for self-repair. Yeah, it is +3 energy, so that's good at least. Like a cat's eye, and the Shira's implants like a cat's eye, nods. Still dark, and you push through. I have it. Separated by foam inserts, they pick up 1, rotating and warm. I have no idea how Yatagan. We should treat this with caution. Looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I'm the test case? Seems to be the case. Fortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. Gesture to you for you to sit on the bed. Stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material, therefore must be eliminated. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains, which acts as passcodes within your immune system. Stabilizer refreshes these passcodes, keeping your frame rejecting all of its own organs. Passcodes? In very basic terms, yes. Look, what matters here is that the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. At least if the stabilizer is genuine. The only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Okay, let's do it. Cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. Tap the syringe as you watch. Barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with a little response. Vision grows, white while it returns. Appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade in darkness as you settle back against the bed. Muffled noise, like an argument heard from underwater. Awake? Yes. Stabilizer is genuine. Did it actually visibly increase my condition, or has that not happened? I'm not 100%. Don't know how Yatagan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Rest some more, but you're going to have to do that somewhere else. Of other patients, sorry. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. I'm genuinely amazed I didn't have to pay for the first one. Like, that is incredibly nice. Thank you. Good God. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Nothing comes free, sleeper, remember that. I mean, the first one did. I guess it is reasonable to sort of like... I mean, I guess it's the drug dealer thing. Like, first one's free, get you hooked on it. Addiction, I guess, is the better way to put it. where it becomes just a thing you need. And I mean, this is very actually a thing I need, so manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. Jashir stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. Cool. Did I survive? Oh, is this just like a... Okay, wait for a scene... Okay, buy a vial of stabilizer. Can I go do that right now? Oh. It's very expensive. But I have been getting money, so it's not like insane. It's just a thing. Alright, no, we're in a good spot though. We're in a good spot. Endure. Endure is also a thing. Well. I just got... Well, condition is going to be pretty, meaningful here. Minus energy is not the worst thing to lose out on right now. I guess we can see, but... How much... I do want to work on that. Also, oh, this is a little bit higher. This is higher than this, so as long as I try and cut away at some of this. Perk, predictive reasoning. Okay, Winterlight could be good. The only thing is that because I have a 100, this is not that, okay. This is a 100% increase though, or this is a 100%. That's good. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Guess I kind of want to. No. Yeah. Well, just do it. Just pull that trigger. Plus a little bit of cryo. Oh, and hey. It's just a matter of, okay, how much do I want to increase this? I think, frankly, also it's plus, so this is not 8. This is not really 8, this is more of, like, 4, and I'm sure this will change at some point. But, yeah. But then also these might change as well. And sure, I kind of want to try this. But 100% positive yard clearance plus cryo, but also this. The thing is that now that I have a higher condition, it's thing. I don't know how much everybody. I don't know how everybody feels about this. I enjoy the incessantly trying to figure out what I want to do here. I mean, I made progress with Dragos. This is safe, right? So like failure isn't that big of a deal. Getting a little bit more cryo is good. Yard clearance is certainly good as well. But I also probably do want to try and get... So basically, I want to either get yard clearance or winter light up, and probably I need to get yard clearance up before this goes down. And I probably want to do winter light and then yard clearance. Probably, unless I want to purposely dodge the story. But right now we're gonna do this, baby. Hell yeah. Also, should I do the Winterlight, build a ship mind? Gain access to the Ort Fabricator. Fabricator owned by Ort Exchange. No, it wasn't Hardware Exchange. Let me see. Cool. Alright, I'm excited. I'm not making a lot of progress on the data side of things. I think we can understand that that's just how it goes.